Canada, USA, China.
Just I will tell. Just going on listening. Don't tell. Don't repeat anything. So Russia. So Russia is the largest country in the world. So its area is 7.09 square kilometers. The second biggest country is Canada. Next after that, next China, Brazil, Australia. So India, its area is 3.28 square kilometers. So India's position is the seventh largest country in the world. Seventh largest country in the world. That is India. Okay. So and area is just remember these two areas. Highest and also India's. India's position is seventh largest. So 3.2928, 3 point square kilometers. Okay. So remember this and just we move forward. Yes. So starting only we discussed this one. Once again, just to see this. So by seeing this picture, you can understand everything. See here. First one is India extension. So I said in the starting that India is extended in the latitudes, that is 8 degrees north. Okay, 8 degrees north. So here we can see this 8 degrees north latitude. So here the India is going to start. So here we can see this. Next one is here the topmost or the uppermost part is here. So here also 1 degree is passing like this. So these are the latitudes. These two latitudes India is extended. So its degrees is 37 degrees, 37 degrees 6 minutes north latitude. And next one here also 68 degrees 7 minutes east longitude. So this is longitude. Okay, here degrees and just some 7 units here. So beside this one we can see line like this. So just a small line. Okay. So here this is the extension.
Sir, disturbance, sir.
Yes, don't talk. Okay, see here next one is here also we can see one more latitude, one more longitude. So 97 degrees 25 minutes. Okay. So I said no previously, if this is that, so that is drawn with the imaginary lines. So that is not, this is a globe. And the globe we can see here, latitudes and longitudes. Horizontal lines, these are called as the latitudes, and vertical lines, they are called as longitudes. Okay. So by using these latitudes and longitudes, so we can locate places easily. And these lines are imaginary lines. They are not present in the real world. Just they are drawn on the globe. Okay. Now see here. Distance. So the distance between the west to east, if you go straightly towards this part to this part, the distance is so 2,933 kilometers. So 2,933 kilometers. This is the from this point to this point. Next from here this point to this point. So what is the kilometers means 3,214 kilometers. So remember this. This is very important. So remember these 2 kilometers. And also what is the total area? Total area of this India means, so the total area of India is so around 3.28. So it is a million square kilometers, not only square kilometers, it is 3.28 million square kilometers. Okay. And here, what is the distance from here to here? So just only land boundary. So land boundary is here. So what is the distance of this land boundary? Means, so it is about, so nearly, so 5,000.
Sir, 1,000, sir.
What?
Kilometer.
So its distance is so 15,000 kilometers. So 15,200 kilometers. Okay, from here to here, this point. This is called as land boundary.
4,000.
Yeah, the distance of land boundary of India is so 15,000 kilometers. Next from here, the coastal area or coastal line. So the coast
7,000.
India is, it is about 7,516 kilometers.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the total extent. So now we have measured total India. So, and also the degrees. Okay.
23 to
So from here to here, what is the distance? Means 2,933 kilometers. And here 3,214 kilometers from here to here. And apart from this, here actually we have, suppose if you see the times, so we can find GMT. So in the many times we can see here GMT time. GMT nothing but, so wherever in some cases we can see this GMT times. So Greenwich Mean Time. Greenwich Mean Time indicates that we are taking one standard latitude, longitude. Okay, so that longitude. So see here, that longitude is Greenwich. So if you see here, this is the. So here we can see 0 degrees longitude. This is called Greenwich. So India is present here. We are taking this Greenwich as a standard one, that is GMT. So if you compare this one, means what is the time in India, means it is about 5:30. Okay, 5:30 p.m. If the sun is here, then if the time is 12, okay, so 12 p.m. here, then in India the time is 5:30 p.m. This is Greenwich time. But here this time is followed around 1900s. So till 1900 it was followed. But there is a problem here. What is the problem?
Sir.
Yes, boys. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See here. So if we follow this Greenwich time, then what is the problem we are getting here, means one person is standing here, one person is here, and the other person is here. If the person asked the time of this person, then he will tell different time. Because example here, the sunlight is here. Okay, then what will happen? They will get 12 p.m. Okay, 12 noon. But already the sun is came here. Always the sun is moving from this to this direction to this direction. But actually the sun is not moving. The earth is moving. Okay, earth is moving from west to east. You know this in the lower classes. That is in the 4th and 5th classes. So due to this movement, what will happen? The sun is coming from this place to this place. So here, when this place is there, so they will get excess of sunlight. So they will get to 12 noon. But when the sun reaches to this place again, so they will get some shade. Okay, that may be around 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock. So if the sunlight is, if the sun is here, that is 12 noon here, then they will be having different time. So how much time difference means 2 hours. That means what? Here 2 p.m. If there is 12 p.m. means here in a Gujarat, if the time is 12 p.m., then it is 2 p.m. here. Okay, so this much of difference was there. If we follow Greenwich time means. So to overcome this problem, but actually India wants to tell the total same time. If you are Gujarat or Arunachal Pradesh, there should be the same time. So for that purpose, so India has taken one standard line instead of Greenwich. So instead of Greenwich, that is 0 degrees, we are taking this as a mean time. That is this line is called as longitude. So which longitude means 82 degrees 30 minutes. So remember this one, 82 degrees 30 minutes east longitude. So this is considered as standard time. Okay, that is called, we can call this as IST. Okay, IST, that means Indian Standard Time. So Indian Standard Time longitude is 82 degrees 30 minutes. So that is here, this line. And we are taking one place as a center place. So that is biggest city. So that is called as, here we can see this Lucknow. So this line is passing through Lucknow. Okay, but actually here if you see Greenwich, so Greenwich, if you see, this is that, here we can see Greenwich 0 degrees. So we are taking London time. But instead of that, so just we are taking this Lucknow time. Why we are considering this one means to tell equal time, because so this line is, so this longitude is the distance from this place to this place is equal. So that's why by taking this one, so we can tell that the common time. So here 2 p.m. means here also the 2 p.m. Here also 1 p.m. means here also 1 p.m. So total India, we are telling that single time. Okay, so that's why we are following only this IST, Indian Standard Time. And come to this Pakistan. Okay, Pakistan is also having the same problem. So that's why they are also following their own time. That is called as PST. PST means Pakistan Standard Time. Okay. And what is the, suppose if you take this Greenwich time, so what is the time difference between Pakistan and India? Means it is about 30 minutes difference. That means what? If Pakistan is having 5:30, then in India is having 5 p.m. Sorry, if they are having 5:30, then it is having 6 p.m. in India. Okay, so to overcome all these problems, just we are using the IST. So IST line is this one, 82.5 degrees. Okay, and next one, remember that. So we have two types of them. So here this is the latitudes. So latitudes, and also here we can see these longitudes. Lower classes you have seen this one on the globe. They are drawn on the globe. So latitudes and longitudes both are used for location of a place. You can locate places very easily. Mainly latitudes are used. And next one, longitudes. So longitudes is used for two purposes. One is for location of a place. The other one is for for knowing the time zones, time of the countries or time of the continents, like that. So we can locate the time zones. So how many time zones are there here totally on this earth? Means here totally we have 24 time zones are there. That's why we are calling this as 24 hours. Okay, so that will come later. So how to divide this time zone? So how to calculate the time zone for every country? So there are some problems also is there. So that's why listen carefully. Okay, that will come later. So just we will move forward. And also one more thing here is, so we are telling that this is the starting point of India, but actually here there are some islands is there. So here we can see Andaman Nicobar Islands. Okay, yes, Andaman Nicobar Islands is there. Sorry, Lakshadweep Islands is there here, and also here Andaman Nicobar Islands is there. So Andaman Nicobar Islands is far away from India. So this if you take this 8 degrees, so still the Andaman Nicobar Islands are moved still forward. So that's why. So this is the starting point for India. That means here, this place. If you take this line here, so what is that line? What is that latitude? Means it is about 6 degrees 45 minutes. So this is the starting line for India. So the line comes like this here. So this is the starting point for India actually. But here the Indian mainland is starting. Okay, so its degrees is 6 degrees 45 minutes. 6 degrees 45 minutes. Okay, and next here islands are there. In these islands, so there will be last one island will be the small island. So this is the starting point. So this island is called as Indira Point. So Indira Point. So this is called as the tip of India, tip point of India. It is called as just tip point of India. Many times they ask for bits. Which is what is the name of the tip of India? So Indira Point, where it was there, Andaman Nicobar Island. It is called as the starting point for India. From here, the north side is coming like this. Okay, so up to here, India. So this is about total India. And if you see this tip of India, where India is going to start here, mainland. So from here, the India is going to start. So if we draw a line like this, so here we can see starting of India like this. Okay, so this is about this. So just we move forward. Next. Yes. Now, so what about international trades on India? So if you see here, so India on international highway of trade and commerce, because here this place so is considered as this very important trade center. So here India on international highway of trade and commerce. So here lot of trade is going to here. So from these countries, so if you see here Tokyo was there. So from Tokyo, so they are going to enter the business like this. So by touching India, so that's why we can call this India is present on highway of trade and commerce. So that's why there is a lot of scope is there for development of India because India is present in the middle. That's why while the trade is going on, so they must reach and they must pass by through India. So there is a lot of scope is there for development of this commerce and also business center, mainly in the oceans. Okay, so if you see here the trade links around this India, so air routes. So this red color, some sort of red color indicates. So the air routes. So if you see here from Kolkata, Chennai, Bombay, Delhi. So there are connection is there from these places. So we can reach to any place in the world, even for Iran, directly to the Syria. Okay, and of course to the European countries. And also here Tokyo. So we can pass through this island that is Thailand, Bangkok, and also from here to here. Next, apart from this sea routes. So sea routes are see here. So here lot of sea routes are there. Mainly these European countries. So they are coming around the Suez Canal. So here we can see the Suez Canal, very important Suez Canal. So from the Suez Canal, the ships are coming like this. Okay. So large ships are coming like this in this direction. So they may reach to India, and sometimes if they want to pass means they can pass like this. Okay, and here also the Chennai. So of course Chennai is present here, not here. So just here. So they are going to stay sometime here, and once again they are going to pass to other places. So here what we can tell means, so India is present in a highway of trade and commerce. So trade and commerce nothing but very high business area. It is also called as the economic zones, SEG areas, SEZ areas means special economic zones. So that will come in the later sections. Okay, special economic zones. So mainly India is present in these places. Okay, we can understand this. We can understand how these trade links are connected with India. Okay. So next, just move forward. So here, so this is about total about our cultures and traditions. So he see here. So these routes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since the ancient time onwards. So these trade links are present not from today; they are present from since ancient time. So the ideas of these Upanishads and the Ramayana, the stories of Panchatantra, the Indian numerals, and also the decimal system. So thus could reach many parts of the world because of this trade, trade links. So from this, what you can understand means, so there are a lot of trade links are there, okay, which will connect to different parts of the world. Next one, come to this neighbors. So yes, neighbors. So India neighbors. So India's neighbors. So which countries are there? Which countries are connected with India? So see here, India occupies an important strategic position in South Asia. So India has 29 states and 29 states and 7 union territories. So this is the old one. But actually present day, how many are there? How many union territories and states are there in India?
29 states, 8 union territories.
No, still any answers? I want the exact
28
answers.
28 8 unit territories.
28 states.
32 states.
8 union 9 union territories.
Yes, right. Okay,
28
present day
states.
we have, so it is 28 states and 9 union territories. Okay, it's not 29. Previously 29 was there. Now Jammu
Jammu Kashmir.
Kashmir is last as a state. So it is not a state. One state was reduced. And then this state is split into two. union territory. So previously just 7 union territories are there. So 2 union territories are added from Jammu Kashmir. So that's why total 28 states, 9 union territories are there.
9 union territories.
Okay. So this is one, and India states its land boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest, and Nepal, Bhutan in the north, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. Okay, these are other countries which are going to share with the boundaries with India. Okay, so here which countries are there? Means just see here. If you see in the map also, so just we'll see in the map. So you know this one, but once again, just if you see here, yes. So here you can see this. So here, which countries are sharing boundaries with India means? So Afghanistan is connected.
Afghanistan, Pakistan, Tibet,
Next Pakistan.
Nepal.
Next
Nepal.
China. Okay, China, and of course next Nepal, Bhutan,
Myanmar.
Bangladesh, Sri Lanka,
Myanmar.
and here also some small islands are there.
Myanmar.
See here. So it is called as Maldives, and of course here Myanmar. Myanmar. So these are the countries which are connected to India. They are sharing boundaries with India, or India is going to share boundaries with them. Okay. So Pakistan. So if you see this order, first here Pakistan. Next after that, a small connection was there here, Afghanistan. Okay. Next after that, China, biggest China. After China, next here we can see Nepal.
Nepal.
Next after that, Bhutan.
Bhutan.
After that, Myanmar. Myanmar. Next one is Bangladesh. Next one, Sri Lanka. Next here, some small island. That is Maldives. So these are the boundaries, sharing boundaries with India. These are the countries sharing boundaries with India. Okay. And next, so just yes. Next one. See here. Yes. So adjacent countries. Yes. Just wait now. Which countries are sharing boundaries? So here it is given in detail. So Pakistan. So Afghanistan is connected here. Some sort. Next one, the China. So from here to here, the China. Next here Nepal. Next Bhutan. Next it is Myanmar. Next Bangladesh. Next Sri Lanka. And of course here Maldives.
America.
Yes. So here is Maldives are given here. So here Maldives are very important. Maldives also separate country.
Sir, Tajikistan.
Oh. So Turkmenistan that is not connected.
Sir, Tajikistan.
Tajikistan also is Afghanistan only. So if you see here,
Okay, sir.
Tajikistan it is not going to touch. Actually, this is not a clarity here. It is showing that it is touching, but actually it was not going to touch. Only Afghanistan is there. Okay, so Tajikistan here, actually it is only here, but so there is some gap is there. Afghanistan is going to touch here. Afghanistan and China. So Afghanistan, China. So if you see here, the Tajikistan is present here. So exactly see here. So there is line like this. That means here Afghanistan is there. Here Afghanistan, and from here you can see China. So China and Afghanistan, they are touching each other in this part. So they are not making to touch with Tajikistan. Okay. Yes. Next. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Yes. And next one. Okay. So international boundary. Yes. So if you see this map, so we can come to know that international boundaries of India. So here is there. So if long lines are there and small dashes are there means it is international boundary. So where it was there means, so these lines. So these lines indicates that international boundary. Okay. International boundary. Next, state boundaries. State boundaries are here. So a small dotted line. So here inside this, we can see here Telangana. Okay, next Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so like this here we can see this Andhra Pradesh. And next, of course, Telangana. Next, different states. Okay. Yes. So we know that Telangana and Andhra Pradesh are present, and also they are other states, of course. So what is the area of Telangana and Andhra? Which state is bigger one, and which state is smaller one? Can anybody tell?
Andhra.
Andhra Pradesh bigger one, sir.
Andhra Pradesh bigger one. Okay. Have you ever thought about this comparison of these two states? Which one is large? Okay. So I will tell listen. So Telangana and Andhra. So Andhra is the biggest one. So how means? So what the area of this Andhra Pradesh means? It is about 160 square kilometers. But Telangana is about 114 square kilometers. Okay. So that is the difference. And the population of this Telangana is 4 crores. But the population of this Andhra, total Andhra Pradesh is, so it is trying to reach to 6 crores. It is about now 5.80 crores. Okay. So that is the difference. Now, so just to move forward. Yes. So, and also one more important thing is, so Sri Lanka and Maldives. Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow channel of a sea formed by Park Strait and Gulf of Mannar. Yes. So this is very important. See here, if you see this India, okay, India and Sri Lanka. So here, there is some gap is there, water gap. Okay. So the water is entering. So this gap of water is called as one strait. Actually, strait is going to separate between two countries. So not only here in the world, many places we can see these straits. So strait is nothing but just water. Water is going to separate two countries with a small gap. Okay, that's why they are called as straits. So here, which strait are there means its name is Park Strait. It is not Park Strait. PAK Park means Pakistan, but it is called as PALK.
Park.
So we should not call Palk, just we call just Park Strait. It does not belongs to the name for Pakistan. Okay, so it is called as just a Park Strait. Where is Park Strait means here. So the division of India and Sri Lanka, the water bodies is going to divide India and Sri Lanka. That's why this is called as Park Strait. And also here Gulf of Mannar. So Gulf of Mannar nothing but, so here we can see this this type of shape. That means what here? So we can see some sort of staying of water like this. So it is called as Gulf. Okay, Gulf. So which Gulf means it is called as, so Gulf of Mannar. It is called as just Mannar. Gulf of Mannar. Okay, Gulf of Mannar is this place. And here we can see this. Remember these two things. Okay, and next. Yes. Next, of course, while Maldives Islands are situated in the southernmost of Lakshadweep Islands, yes, we have seen these Maldives also. So Maldives here. Okay. Next, India has the strongest geographical and historical links with neighbors. So look at the physical map of Asia and Atlas. Yes, we have seen this. Okay. Next, so what is there here? School Bhuvan is a portal providing map-based learning to bring awareness among the students about countries, natural resources, environment. So here one portal was there, one website was there, School Bhuvan. Okay, so what is the aim of this one? So here is there. So Bhuvan app. So we can see here. So this, if you go for this website, so it will give still more details about this earth and also the environment, resources, natural resources. So everything is given here. Okay, afterwards you can reach this website. Okay, and next. Yes, so that is the first chapter for you in the 9th class. So this completes your first chapter. Okay, and I will give these notes. So you have to copy in your notes. That is question and answers and also these exercises. So here what is there? Yes, first Roman. The second Roman is question and answers is there. Of course, 3. So I will give you the notes up to here. Okay, up to this place. So you have to copy in your notes up to here. Okay, so later I will give this one. And now, so okay.